You know, sometimes you have to remember where you started and where you're at now. And you know, I'm in love with guitar, and I didn't ever think that him and I would be in a touring band and go overseas and play the Northeast, play all over America. And man, he's a pretty good teacher. I'm just going to give you guys that. Well, now we're at this part of the show where I'd like to speak to you from my heart if I can. Everyone's like, you're so full of shit.
I have something called herpes. Sorry, this is an all-ages audience out there, so. Past tense, yes. Well, it's incurable, I believe. I wouldn't know because I don't have them.
Give it up for Joel's clean bill of health. Yeah!
STD free. STD free. Everybody, come on.
So another part of the program is Joel's going to travel to everyone's third grade class and be a motivational speaker.
I'll sing some Doors and tell the kids to keep it clean.
Yeah, we need a reality show. That is for damn sure. But so, I just want to tell you guys real quick, and I do this at every show because it means a lot to me. I'm an ambassador for an organization called Free to Love. Free to Love, they reach out and they ask musicians, actors, actresses, to anybody with a platform for that matter, to be brave and share the good word about just being here, being positive, and preaching that basically, you know, you have to understand you're an original. There's no one made like you, ever. You're the only one. And so I've had some trials and tribulations, and I have a 9-year-old now, and I'm now kind of talking her through some of the things that I went through. See, Joel and I get along quite a bit because we were different in school. I knew what I wanted to do instantly. Probably a lot like him. I knew exactly what I wanted to do at 10 years old. And my cousin, my older cousin, he invited me over to play baseball. And then I stayed the night at his house. And he goes, oh, I got to show you what my dad got me for Christmas. He pulls out this red guitar. And I was like, and then he goes, but check it out. And I'm like, what's that square thing? He goes, that's an amplifier. So he goes, check it out. So he plugs it into the amplifier and he hits the distortion button. It was, wah! I go, oh my God. So I went home after that sleepover and I asked my dad, I said, do you know a little something about this guitar and amp thing? And he goes, yes. And I said, Dad, I have to have one of these things. And my dad was a salesman, and he didn't have much money, and he provided for my mom and my sister and my brother. But I remember asking him for a guitar every night, and when he'd go out to work, he had electrician's tape around his black shoes. And I never put two and two together until I got older. But my dad let me have a dream, and he turned home into a place that I could dream big. School was a little different. It was a little harder for me. You see, we'd go to school, and the kids would, they'd be in the locker room. You all know how it goes. They'd be in the locker room or in the hallway waiting for the bell to ring to go to class. And people go, wow, man, we kicked Central Lee's butt in soccer. We won that football match. They'd have the jerseys on, and they'd have all kinds of stories. After that, they would spend the night with each other and party and, you know, whatever. And I could not relate, but I tried to. So we'd get into I always cringed a little bit because they're coming to me at some point. What did you do this weekend? And I'd say, well, my dad, he took me to go open for Kansas. And so I always felt a little bit out of place at school. And but my father, he knew it, and he built a little room where we could practice. My brother and I were in a band. We could practice. We could talk about what we wanted to do. Home was my favorite place to be honest, because I knew my dad. He was confident that we were going to do something. So my father cannot come to my shows anymore. And you have to understand, we were the Partridge Family. So Mom booked the gigs, Dad drove the van and trailer, and we would show up, and we got blessed with opportunity after opportunity. We'd go back to school, and we would try and relate, and it just, I mean, you can't blame kids. They don't know who the hell Kansas is at 10 years old, or Foreigner, you know. Anywho, I want to dedicate this song to my dad. About 4 years ago, my dad had a muscle disease that attacked every piece of his back and his legs, and he couldn't be there for us anymore. So coming home, I would have to, and we're talking 3 or 4 years, you know, I'm 38 now, so 35 years old, I'd show him my iPad, and I'd say, this is how the show went. Okay, all right, you know. And I could just see how bad he was hurting. I wrote a song called Rich for Life, which we're going to play for you. And I dedicated it to my dad. I wrote this because I don't care about the money in the bank. I care more about the people in your life. And my dad really, really helped me understand that. It's not about the pad in the wallet. It's about relationships. We're all going home at some point, right? So let's be kind to each other. And I want to pass that on to you all. You know, if you feel different in school or at the workplace, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, be different.
Stay with us. Because, and here's why, it's just a season. So we can all get through this. And I'm living proof. I didn't know what the heck was gonna happen, but I had a father that believed in me, and I'm gonna dedicate this song to him. The chorus goes, I want to thank you for the all set in the sure bed. I heard that 100 times. I want to thank you for the heartbeat from the back seat. My dad never asked for anything. He had shoes that were falling apart, yet I had a Fender Stratocaster. I want to thank you for the show up when it goes down. He didn't let us fall down without picking us back up. And most importantly, my big old dreams, I want to thank you for the backbone in a small town. And that is to my father to the T. Now I know it's not normal to see a rocker preach, but I'm not preaching. I threw the rock star thing away a long time ago. I'm human, and I feel, and I love, and I want to let the people know that took care of me that I love them back, and I'll never forget about it, ever. Now, several weeks ago, Joel and I played, we were on the road, we played a show in my hometown. And, well, excuse me, let me back up. Joel and I were in London prior to that show. My dad called me on FaceTime, and he goes, well, I have something to tell you. I'm approved for a surgery, but it's extremely risky. And we're talking about my life here, but I can't take this anymore. I can't be hunched over while everyone's standing up anymore in the family, in the crowd. I can't do that anymore. Will you back me? And I said, I'll back you. And I was nervous and scared. Our whole entire family was. Well, Joel and I played my hometown. And by the grace of God, I saw my dad dance with his wife for the first time, and I don't know how long. So let's be brave. You all have someone in your life that got you through something, right? Let's be brave. Did someone push you over and say, hey, this is a season? Anybody? You got a father, a mother, a cousin, a friend that said, you're not done, this is just the beginning? Y'all do? Yeah? Well, I want you to put that person in your mind, and I'm going to sing that song to that person. Everyone, thank you for letting me speak from my heart for just a minute. This song is called Rich for Life, and I hope you love it. from the back seat. I wanna thank you for the show when it goes down. I want to thank you all for letting a rocker talk from his heart. You know, like I said, I gave the rock star thing up a long time ago. I'm on a mission to speak to actual human beings. So, God bless you all.